Before you look at me like I'm a scumbag. The only reason that I said that the baby was mine was so that she doesn't get hurt. Okay, but the baby's not yours. And we can't lie to her. We agreed that we would not lie to her. Think about it. Do you really want to stand there and explain to her other baby daddy walked down on her? You want to go down that road? You know how much that's going to bother her? That she has a kid with another man who left for the military? It's not a pretty situation who the real father is. And I did not want to have to tell her that, but introducing Charlotte to her required that. Because again, we were supposed to tell her the truth. And now you dug yourself a hole by telling her you're the father. When? How on earth are you going to keep that secret? It's a complex thing, isn't it? Plenty of people outside this hospital know that I'm not the father of the baby. I'm not on the birth certificate. But in the moment, I wanted to spare my ex-wife some pain. You're just going to waltz in there and tell her that she has a baby with another man. Why don't you let her get over the fact that she has another baby to begin with? You didn't answer the question. Now that you lied to her and she thinks you're the dad, how are you going to keep that lie up when there's a million pieces of paper with Brian's name as the father, and the pediatrician's office knows who the father is, and our family knows, and it's an impossible thing. I'm not saying that we never tell her, but am I a scumbag for wanting to protect her a little bit? That she has amnesia, and she's worked up about that. And you walk in there, and then you tell her she has a whole other kid. I just think it was the smart thing to do to at least soften the blow and not also tell her that another man walked out on her. Because then we have to go down the road of, oh, she was with this man, she was living with him, then we have to show her pictures. Let me stop you there. He may have tucked his tail between his legs and abandoned her. But you can't just forget him. You can't erase him from her life. I may be a hypocrite by saying this, but he walked out on her. So why not forget him? So Miranda, I guess amnesia isn't so bad now that you get to meet your baby daughter all over again. How do you feel holding her? Holding her makes me forget everything I've ever been through. Holding her it's ironic, makes me forget that I have amnesia. I don't know, this is like a gift. That's really sweet to hear. It's crazy that I get to see you meet her twice. So how do you feel knowing Joey and you have a daughter that he's the father of her and everything? It feels normal. But I also, I always wanted to have a daughter with him. Not that it mattered, I would have had another boy too, but it's nice. I'm happy he's the dad. I know he's going to be a good girl dad. Right. Why? What's up? Because I don't know. I just always want you to be happy with the truth and stuff. Well, of course. I mean, what truth am I missing? I know there's a lot I need to catch up on, but what in reference to her? I got her a flu shot. Okay. And? Well, you before your amnesia and everything, you told me that you weren't getting her one and you didn't want to get one, and we had a little bit of a argument about that. And since I had temporary custody while you were unconscious, I got her a flu shot. Well, if this was normal circumstances, maybe I'd be a little pissed off, but I just met my baby daughter, and I love her, and I'm thinking of photography sessions and what it's going to be like being at home with her and seeing her grow. I don't know. I don't care about a flu shot right now. Okay, just wanted to get that off my chest. Well, is there anything else you want to get off your chest? Because you seem... I don't know. No. Not right now. I just, love seeing you bond with your daughter. My granddaughter. I know lying's not good to her. But right now she's bonding with that baby. She's happy. She just told you she's happy that I'm the dad. And you're going to walk in there and tell her she has a whole other baby daddy who abandoned her for the military. It's not that easy. Okay, well, no matter how happy she looks, I, as her mother, cannot justify lying to her about Brian. Hypothetically, I live with this baby, and me, Miranda, Charlotte Jr., we're a happy family, right? Down the line, it comes out that Brian's the dad. He's in the military. Blah, blah, blah. We tell her, we didn't tell you that because we didn't want to hurt you. We didn't want to, you had amnesia. You're not taking into consideration that at any given moment, her memory could come back. And then I have to, on the spot, tell her why I lied to her. And I know her memory could come back. I'm saying if it doesn't. Saying like, what's the harm in just having a happy family? Let me just humor this for 1 second. Even though the second that I do, I feel the devil clawing at my leg. How are we to hide the fact that she spent months with this man? That he is the father of this baby? The whole world knows that. Well, I already thought about it. The guy doesn't have any social media, so it's not like he's got pictures of her posted. You can easily get into her accounts, deactivate them, or delete some photos, right? You told me that you got rid of all his stuff in the house. There's really no trace of this man other than on the birth certificate, some, I don't know, what other documents do you have his name on? Just keep thinking of pediatrician documents and, mail to the house. And there's plenty of papers with his name on it and just him and Charlotte together. And I don't know, it's just not going to be easy. We'll figure all that paperwork stuff out. But the real problem is, I would say, is the people, like if she talks to her family, extended family, and they bring him up or something, you have to really talk to people and say, like, it's a touchy subject. Tell them, right? Tell them that she's mad at him and because he abandoned her and she don't want to talk about him. It's a touchy subject. And then they won't bring him up, Well, I could try, but that's a tricky thing because not everyone has her best interests at heart. There's always going to be those family members that want to poke and pry and where's Brian? And then she's going to be like, who's Brian? And just, we can change mailing addresses and stuff for mail, but there's always going to be those documents with his name on it. And the more that come, the more questions she's going to ask. Look, all those little details, like mail to the house and all that, we can work that out. His family already wants, his record with her erased. It's little by little, and if she finds out, we tell her the truth. It's not like she's going to give the baby up. It's not like she's going to kick me out. I just think it would be easier to not mud up her life with telling her that she has a whole other baby daddy. That's all. I'm just afraid of telling her the truth and her never speaking to me again. Because lying about, how paternity test stuff goes and all of that. I don't want to be caught up in that. If she gets mad about it, like if she finds out and she gets mad about it, I'll take the fall. My mom's not going to tell her the truth. The only one that might is my sister. And I'll talk to her. Well, you're going to have to give me some time to go to her house and see if there's anything with his name on it, any pictures or whatever. And I have to go through her social media as well. Yeah, just get rid of any pictures that are in the house. Hide the documents. If she asks about the birth certificate, we'll figure that out down the line. But she don't need Charlotte's birth certificate right now. Just go through the house. Anything that's got Brian's name on it, get rid of it. You got rid of his clothes and stuff. Her phone was broken, right? The problem, if she gets a new phone, she is going to get a new phone. We have to make sure his number's deleted. Wait, this is wrong. This is unethical. And I can't get past the fact that she could remember at any minute. And here I am helping her ex-husband, who she hated at one point in time. Relax. I don't want you getting upset. I don't want you to feel like we're doing something dirty here. Because we're not. I'm doing this from like a genuine place of protecting her. Because remember when I left her? Remember when I abandoned the family? How upset she was? And how, you know, she spiraled and all that? Even though she may have pretended like she was hurt, but she was hurt. Now, hypothetically, she remembers this man. And remembers that he left. That's going to kill her. And it don't matter that we're erasing this man. And I know I'm saying that from my place, but think about it. If he comes back into her life and they're getting back together after he walked out on her, joined the military? No. So there's no reason to protect him anymore. But give me one reason why I should protect you. Because I married your daughter. You let me marry her. Remember? Like, you didn't object. I had a kid with her. We had a home together. We lived together for years. I take precedence over this man. And I'm not talking from ego. At the end of the day, you know she loves me more than him. That's all I'm saying. I'm heading to her house. Hey, oh baby. God, I love saying that again. You doing okay? You feeling alright? I'm doing good. I have some news. Oh yeah? You started to remember things or something? No, I literally haven't remembered anything. Just loving her. But the news is they're going to be discharging me. They're going to discharge you? After you almost died. I thought you'd be in here a little bit longer. Like you were on a ventilator and... I know, I thought I was going to be in this hospital for months, but they are so taken back by like how miraculously I recovered. They're going to send me to like a physical therapist and stuff like 3 times a week. But yeah, I think I'm going home. All right. You still want me to like come home with you and like live there? I do. And I don't want you to be surprised by that. I don't know what happened between us. I might remember one day, but I know what I'm feeling right now. And I want you to come home with your children. All right, I promise. I'm not gonna let you down. There'll be no funny business. Hey Martha! Today I read on the internet that infants under 6 months have the highest hospitalization and death rates when it comes to flu shots. But I don't know how true that is though.